No matter which side of the aisle you stand on, everyone is wondering what the state of healthcare is going to be like with the new Trump administration and with Robert Kennedy Jr. being picked for the Secretary of Health. This is going to be packed with information you're going to want to hear. So let's just jump right in. Looking at this interesting tweet from RFK, you're going to see there's a lot of changes that may take place. Vaccines, psychedelics, seed oils, stem cells, and even raw milk. So what exactly is going to happen, and how could this affect your life, and how could it affect healthcare in general? So one of the things that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is taking a very tough stance on is psychedelic therapy. Psilocybin, LSD, and other substances that alter how the brain perceives reality. And why this is very interesting is because he believes there's a number of studies which have come out which are supporting the benefit for a number of conditions, including depression and PTSD. And in my opinion, I tend to agree with him on this one. There's been a number of studies looking at psilocybin, looking at LSD, and many others showing pretty pronounced positive effects regarding these therapies. And this is a change that he's saying he's likely to start doing on day one.
I would legalize psychedelic drugs, some form of legalization.
Now on to the next, seed oils. This is a topic of high contention because canola oil, sunflower oil, and many others seem to be present in everything. And while some research scientists are saying there's overwhelming data, others are saying there's really no long-term data at all. So why do people not like seed oils, and why is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. such a fan on using tallow or beef fat oil over any seed oil in general? Well, the reason may be because of the omega-6 concentration and the chemical process to harvest these oils. So if you look at omega-6s, omega-6s are implicated in a number of inflammatory conditions and can possibly lead even to heart disease. Now, when looking at how these oils are processed at high heat or when cooking them, they may actually change their entire composition and further exacerbate the inflammation, which is one of the reasons why Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is saying that he'd like to ban seed oils and really do a complete overhaul of how we look at them in our diet.
Seed oils are one of the most unhealthy ingredients that we have in foods.
So now on to the next one, which is really interesting, raw milk. And why is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. so pro raw milk? Well, the only thing we can think of here is that there's a number of enzymes that may be denatured when you cook milk or when you pasteurize it at high heat temperatures. And now the claim is that some of these vitamins and minerals are essential for actual nutrition, which can be destroyed during this pasteurization process. Another thing which he's claiming is that these enzymes, which is true, can be denatured when heating them at high heat during pasteurization. Now, while I've not seen any long-term studies looking at raw milk, this is something that I actually personally consume and have not yet observed any negative consequences for myself or my family. So on to the next big topic of regenerative care and stem cell therapy. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. used the term aggressive suppression of stem cell and exosome therapy in one of his recent interviews. Now, why this is interesting is because there are a number of research papers which are showing the potential of stem cell therapy. However, over and over again, researchers, including the FDA, are claiming that there's not enough data to make any conclusions on the safety profile or on the exact mechanism of stem cell therapy. Now, when conducting a recent search with ChatGPT, I found there were hundreds of positive studies, and some of them which I reviewed, like this one here, and here, is showing benefits across a number of conditions. Now, why this is incredibly interesting is because if in fact stem cell exosome therapy was aggressively suppressed by Big Pharma, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. may actually make a big difference in helping to push forward regenerative therapies for people and even get them covered by insurance so that you don't have to be an elite athlete or celebrity or spend thousands of dollars out of your own pocket in order to get stem cell exosome therapy. So if you're interested and you want to learn more, click the video on screen now or click the link down below in the description. We'll see you soon.